gathered here to have the final round of the Inter-House India Story Competition.
We welcome our esteemed judges, our principal ma'am, Miss Poonamjeet Kaur, Jeena ma'am, and Ritu ma'am in the competition.
Let's begin by calling out the finalists as per their classes. The time limit is 5 minutes and a warning bell will ring at 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Let's start with class 3. Now I invite Harleen from class 3B to narrate the story.
I study 3rd B. Today my story is Manu and the Elephant Ride. We all know about great freedom fighter Jhansi Ki Rani. Her real name was Manikarnika and her nickname was Manu. Her bravest inspired all of us, and she was born in 1835. As a little girl, Manu was active, brave and strong-willed. At the time, girls in India were not allowed to learn horse riding, such as sword fighting. Manu's father worked at the Peshwa's court. He had many friends in the court, so Manu was able to learn horse riding and sword fighting. She spent sword fighting with her teacher Nana Sahib and his brother Raj Sahib. One day Nana Sahib and Glausa were going for an elephant ride. Manu was practicing sword fighting with her teacher. Manu asked her father, could can I go with them? He agreed and Manu was delighted. Manu was eagerly at an elephant ride. However, was left without her. Manu was very upset and cried bitterly. Later, Manu's father told her that a girl was not meant to do an elephant ride. He also said only kings and queens could ride an elephant. Manu warned and said there will be not one elephant, there will be many elephants. Her words came true when she became Rani Lakshmi Bai, India's bravest warrior queen. खूब लड़ी मथानी वो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी. Aditi from Cedar House of Class 3B. Friends, today I am going to tell you a story about India's bravest warrior queen, Rani Lakshmi Bai. Lakshmi Bai, the Rani of Jhansi, was born in 1835. She was the queen of the Maratha princely state of Jhansi. She was one of the leading figures of Indian rebellion in 1857. Her father worked at the Peshwa's court of Bhutan. Lakshmi Bai studied horsemanship, self-defense, archery, and even formed her own army out of female friends. She was married to Raja Gangadhar Newakar at a very early age, and she became Queen of the Jhansi in 1842. And friends, in 1851, she gave birth to a son, Damodar Rao. However, the child died when he was about 4 months old. After his death, the Raja and Rani adopted Anand Rao and then they gave him name Damodar Rao. Friends, in 1853, 21st November, when the Maharaja died, Rani Lakshmi Bai was only 18 years old, but she never lost her courage and took the responsibility of Jhansi. And then Lord Dalhousie, the Governor General of India at that time, tried to take advantage of the misfortune of Jhansi to expand the British Empire. They did not accept Damodar Rao as the legal heir of Rani and her late husband. But Rani Lakshmi Bai don't want to give the domain of Jhansi to the Britishers. She always speaks, मैं अपनी झांसी नहीं दूंगी. For strengthening the defense of Jhansi, she assembled 40,000 rebels and organized her own army. With the very young Damodar Rao, Rani Lakshmi Bai decamped to Karpi with her troops, where she joined other level forces. Friends, in 1858, 7th July, while she was battling, and she was killed in that battle, and the Britishers captured Gwalior 3 days later. Rani Lakshmi Bai, remarkable for her beauty, cleverness, and India's bravest warrior queen. She was the heroine of the First War and a symbol of self-respect. Friends, now I would like to speak few lines about India's famous warrior queen, Jhansi की रानी लक्ष्मी बाई. मुंदेले हर बोलो के मुंह हमने सुनी कहानी थी. मुंदेले हर बोलो के मुंह हमने सुनी कहानी थी. खूब लड़ी मर्दानी हो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी. खूब लड़ी मर्दानी हो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी. जय हिंद, जय भारत. थैंक यू.
Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. My name is Yeshwar and I study in 3rd B class. Today I am telling a story about the Battle of Sonagari. The Battle of Sonagari is a heroic action fought by 21 Sikh soldiers against 10,000 tribesmen. The Battle of Sonagari was fought between the British Indian Empire and the Afghan tribesmen on 12 September 1897 in the northwest frontier province, which is now in Pakistan. Sonagari was a small communication post between two forts named Fort Lockhart and Fort Gulistan. On the morning of 12 September 1897, about 10,000 tribesmen attacked the Sonagari post. Communications sent to Fort Lockhart about the attack and for reinforcements, but none arrived. 21 men led by Avadar Ishar Singh stood firm and repulsed all attacks. With passage of time, the ranks of the Sikhs started getting thinner and their ammunition was running out, but they never flattened and continued to fight. 21 rifles loaded all day against 10,000. By the evening, the enemy succeeded in making a large breach in the outer wall and stormed in, but the Sikhs chose to fight till the death. All 21 Sikhs died in the battle, but their valor won wide acclaim. When the news of the battle reached London, the British Parliament rose to give a standing ovation. All 21 men were given the highest gallantry award of Indian Order of Merit. Thank you.
For the story competition on Tales from History. Now I will start story of anecdote from history of Vijayawada based on proverb. Where there is a will, there is a way. Tenali Rama Krishna, also called Tenali Rama. He was minister in the court of Raja Krishnadevaraya of Vijayawada. He was known for his wit. The king was very fond of Tenali Rama. He could not move for a minute without Tenali Rama. One day, for some reason, the king was annoyed with Tenali. The king was so into that, he said, "Go away, Tenali Rama! Do not show me your face! If you do not obey my orders, I'll behead you in front of all the courtiers!" Courtiers were stunned and quietly watched the scene. had it. He explained mischief and all the coaches could not stop laughing. King screamed, "In a Kota theatre?" Tenali Rama was standing off the middle of the court with the pot painting like a joker and doing The coach was laughing hardly. King entered and all the coaches stopped laughing. King screamed, "What is nonsense, Tenali?" Wisdom is the wealth of wise. Tenali Rama joined his hand respectfully and said, "Majesty, my majesty, you have said do not show me your face. Can you see my face?" The king laughing hardly. Okay, Tenali Rama, you were right. There is no punishment to the joker. And said, "Come, remove your board and join the court." Moral of the story is, where there is a will, there is a way. Wisdom is the wealth of wise. Thank you.
My name is Connie. I study in class 3D. Today I am going to narrate a story on Manu and the elephant ride. In 1835, a baby called Manikarnika was born in India. Her nickname was Manu. As a little girl, Manu was active, brave and strong-willed. At the time, girls in India were not allowed to learn sport such as horse riding and sword fighting. She spent time with Peshwa's son Nana Sahib and Rahul Sahib. One day, Nana Sahib and Rahul Sahib were looking elephants in the stable. Manu was practicing sword fighting with her teacher. She asked the boys where they were going. They replied that they were going for an elephant ride. Manu asked her father if she could go with them. He agreed. Manu was delighted. Manu always wanted to ride an elephant. She eagerly to the elephant, but however, the boys left without her. Later, Manu's father told her that girls are not meant to ride an elephant. Only kings or queens could ride an elephant. Manu did not agree. When she grew up, she became Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi's India's bravest war queen. Thank you. Respected Principal Ma'am, teachers and my dear friends, I wish you a very warm afternoon. We often told by our parents and teachers about being honest and true to ourselves. Today, in this historical story, which I am going to tell you, is about the virtue of living honestly as told in this incident of Guru Nanak's life. One day, Guru Nanak reached a small village. There was a poor carpenter named Lalo. Guru Nanak stayed with Lalo, who served him with loving care. Guru Nanak enjoyed his simple food and stayed with him for some days. There was also a very rich man in that village named Malik Bhago. He wanted to make a show of his money. He gave a big feast. In his feast, he invited many people. Guru Nanak was also invited, but Guru Nanak would not go. Malik Bhago came to him and said, "Why don't you come to my rich feast, O Nanak? Am I no better than a poor carpenter?" "No, Malik Bhago,
I see no difference between man and man. I like simple food, so I stayed with Bhai Lalo. If you want to take me along, I'm ready to go, said Nanak. So Guru Nanak went to the feast. He took some simple food from Bhai Lalo's house. When the rich food was served to all, Guru Nanak was also sat down. Before anybody started eating, Guru Nanak stood up. In one hand, he had some simple food from the poor man's house. In other hand, he had some rich food from the feast. All the people looked at him in surprise. He squeezed two foods. From the poor man's food came drops of milk. From the rich man's food came drops of blood. Everyone was surprised. Malik Babu was very angry. He felt small. He asked Guru Nanak why he had done this magic. Guru Nanak said, "This is not a magic. This is truth. A poor man's food is clean. He works hard for it. That is why milk runs out of it. Your food is not clean. You do not work hard for it. You are unkind to the people who works for you. That is why blood runs out of it." Malik Babu was ashamed. He bowed down before the Guru and promised to be kind to his workers and work honestly with his own hands. Thank you.
Wow, what a wonderful story it was. Now I would like to call Manraj from class 3A on the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Manraj. Today I am going to tell you a sad tale of Jallianwala Bagh. It was the time when India was under the rule of Britishers before independence. People were not allowed to meet in large numbers or in groups. Jallianwala Bagh was a public garden with 5 entrances and walls on all sides. Near Harmandir Sahib in Amritsar. On 20 April 1919, thousands of pilgrims, farmers and traders had come to Amritsar for the Saki fair. They had gathered at Jallianwala Bagh for a peaceful meeting. When General Dyer, the commander of British Indian Army, came to know about this meeting, he ordered his army troops to block all the entrances and fire bullets on crowds of people. Hundreds of people were killed and injured while jumping into the wells. The sign of bullet shots are still clear on the walls of Jallianwala Bagh. This incident had put a black spot on British government and was one of the reasons for its downfall. Thank you.
That was a sad story. Now I invite Gurkiraj from class 3B.
फिरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, देखना है जो कितना बाजुए कातिल में है. Almost of repressing a wrong having pain, rising up the score is pious and just. Hello friends, respected teachers and dear judges. As we all know, India is a great country and it is full of rich histories. There were a number of freedom fighters who sacrificed their life for our country, like Mahatma Gandhi, Subhash Chandra Bose, Lala Rajpat Rai, Bhagat Singh, and many more. Today, I would like to enlighten the legend history of Bhagat Singh. Bhagat Singh was born on 27 September 1907 in the village of Banga. Bhagat Singh was very patriotic by his childhood. He usually sang the song, "Mera rang de basanti chola ke, my rang de basanti chola." One day, he said to his mother, "When I will grow up, I will throw the British out of my country." In his early age, he came to know some well-known leaders like Lala Lajpat Rai and Ras Behari Bose. Bhagat Singh was extremely hurt with the Jallianwala Bagh tragedy, where thousands of people were shot dead. The notorious Jallianwala Bagh left a deep scar on his mind. "I will not spare anyone who is behind this bloodbath. I will throw the British out of my country." Bhagat Singh participated in multiple activities done by freedom fighters. The last big was bombing the British Assembly. He was very upset with the ideas of Karl Marx. Let's oppose the audience that is not in our favor. So they planned to bomb the assembly so that the voice could reach the British government. They bombed the assembly with the bold voice, "Inqilab Zindabad! Inqilab Zindabad!" That meant long live revolution, and they surrendered themselves. Bhagat Singh sent to jail at the age of 24 and hanged on 23rd March 1931. But he will always remain in our heart. शहीदों की चिताओं पर लगेंगे हर बरस मेले, वतन पर मिटने वालों का यही बाकी निशान होगा. We should salute our freedom fighters. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Wow, what a wonderful story it was. Now, let's start with class 4. I would like to call Vanya of class 4A on the stage.
My name is Vanya. I am from class 4A. Today, story's topic, an ugly tree. Not long ago, in a dense forest, there were thousands of long and beautiful trees. They all were so happy and proud of themselves. Among them, there was an ugly tree whose branches were badly twisted and roots had uneven curves. But he was very sad with his features. All the other trees made fun of that ugly tree. "How are you, Hunchback?" all the other trees shouted, and the laughter made the ugly tree feel sad. But he never raised a voice against them. He thought, "I wished as I were as other beautiful trees. Why did God do this to me? Neither I can provide shade to the travelers, nor the birds can make nests on me. Nobody needs me." One day a woodcutter came to the forest and he took a look at all the beautiful trees. He said, "How lovely trees are these! I must cut them." All the trees became frightened upon hearing this. Now woodcutter picked up his axe and start cutting down all the trees by his axe. Now all the trees became very sad. Nobody will be spared from the woodcutter's axe, screamed one of the beautiful tree. Soon that tree was also brought down to the ground by the woodcutter's axe. Now woodcutter has reached near the ugly tree. Woodcutter just raised his axe. Suddenly he noticed, how crooked tree is this? He will be useless for me. I cannot make straight logs with it. Now woodcutter moves towards the next beautiful tree. All the other trees and beautiful trees were cutted. Now the ugly tree had a huge say of relief and he realized, making him ugly, God has given him a boon. From that day, ugly tree never complained and he became very happy because he was spared from the woodcutter's axe. Only because he was crooked and ugly. Moral, beauty is not everything. Thank you.
Teachers and my dear friends, I am Sikandar Singh from class 4D. This story I have listened plenty of times, but I have added twist in this story. The title of my story is An Honest Woodcutter with a Twist. Once upon a time, there lived an honest woodcutter and his wife in a village. One day, they went to the forest for cutting. Suddenly, a storm came and his wife and his axe fell into the river. He was crying near the river. Suddenly, a fairy came and said to him, "Why are you crying? What happened?" The woodcutter said, "My wife and my axe fell into the river." The fairy went into the river and came up with 2 axes and said, "Is this your axe?" The woodcutter said, "No, no, no, it's not my axe." The fairy again went into the river and came up with 1 old iron axe and said, "Is this your axe?" The woodcutter said, "Yes, yes, yes, it's my axe." But the woodcutter was still sad. The fairy again asked the woodcutter, "Now why are you sad?" The woodcutter said, "My wife also fell into the river." The fairy again went into the river and came up with 2 women and said, "Which is your wife?" The woodcutter said, "The village one. The village one is my wife." The fairy was very happy with the honesty of the woodcutter and gave him all the 3 axes, his wife, and a beautiful lady. Can anyone guess? Yes, my dear friend. Yes, my dear friends, who is she?
Katrina.
No, my dear friends. She is Jackie Fernandez. Moral of the story is honesty is the best policy, but sometimes it is more rewarding. Thank you.
I'm from class 4B. The 3 simple rules is a quite interesting story with a lovely twist. My dear teachers and friends, I hope you will enjoy listening this story. Once upon a time, there was a rich man who lived in Thailand. His name was Yenli. He was already rich, but yet he wanted more money and more riches. One day, while he was walking in his garden, he saw a strange bird in a bush. It was too small but had colorful and beautiful features. Yenli had never seen such a bird in his life. He went slowly near the bird and caught him. Now the bird began to speak. She said, "Why have you caught me?" Yenli said, "I want to make more money making money through me. You cannot sell me, nobody will buy me. As when I'm in imprisonment, I lose my beauty and my sweet voice. Then it slowly changed into a black bird. Her feathers were not as like the early beautiful. So, Yanli could not get that he wanted. He shouted and said, "Now I will kill you. I'll eat your meat." The bird said, "Eat me. I don't have any meat in me." Yanli could not answer. The bird suggested, "You free me. In return, I will teach you 3 simple but useful rules." So, Yanli wanted a chance. He said, "Okay, teach me." He released the bird and again the bird looked beautiful again. So the bird added, "The first rule is never believe everything that others say. The second rule is never be sad of the thing that you don't have. The third thing is never throw away the thing that you have in your life." So, Yanli said, "You stupid bird, you cheated me. Everyone knows these rules already." He said. The bird said, "Yanli, sit down and keep calm. Now think all the action that you have done today. The first thing that you have done, you release me. The second thing that you have listened all the things that I have said. The third thing, now you are sad not having me in your hand." So the bird said, "Now do you know the value of the rules?" So the bird saying this flew away. My dear friends, now tell me how many of you follow the rules and the regulation of a moral valued life? Thank you all for listening my story from class 4B. Today I am sharing a wonderful story whose title is A Mysterious Woman. Last year in my summer holidays, I went to Kasoli, surrounded by the hills with my family. My uncle, aunt and my cousins were also with us. Kasoli is 40 kilometers away from our home. Papa had already booked the room in resort, the Forest Hills. On that day, soft sound came into my ears. Get ready and take a bath. Everyone wakes up an alarm, and for me, my mom is my alarm. I went to bath happily, and when I came out, a pink frog was waiting for me on my bed. Wow, I loved it. My dad and sister were also ready. On our way to Kasoli, my sister was talking about this one-day trip. We both were very excited. We reached there at 10 o'clock. We took some snacks and rushed to the pool side. We both loved swimming. The water was clean and clear. It was so cool. We splashed water on one another. The weather was also pleasant. After swimming, we played some games. After that, we took some snacks and took rest in the grassy lawn. We took a round of the whole resort and nearby area. At night, we took our favorite dinner. After that, we take sweets also. We shared some jokes with one another. Then we all went to sleep on our soft bed. I tried to sleep but the whole day was streaming in my eyes. Suddenly, I saw a woman coming in a white sari, covering her face with a black cloth with a lantern in her hand. I feared to see her. My heart was sinking. I pulled my breath and told my family. Now my family saw the same. Thereafter, we called on section. Suddenly, that woman came forward to us and told, I have no toilet in my house, so I have to go like this. Silence all around. I can't forget that day. Thank you.
Today I am going to tell you a story about a rabbit and a turtle. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit and a turtle. They had an argument about who was faster, so they decided to have a race. They started off the race. 3, 2, 1 and go. The rabbit ran too fast and soon was ahead of the turtle. He looked back. The turtle was coming very slow. He thought that he would relax under a tree. He sat under the tree and soon fell asleep. The turtle, continuing the race, finished the race. Moral of the story is slow and steady wins the race. This is a version of a story that we have all grown up with. But our version of the story continues here. The rabbit thought for a while. He realized that he lost the race only because he was overconfident and careless. So he decided to have a race again with the turtle. The turtle agreed. They started off the race again. This time the rabbit didn't stop in between and finished the race. He won by several miles. This time, moral of the story is fast and consistent will always beat the slow and steady. This time the turtle thought for a while. He realized that he would never beat the rabbit with his so slow speed. So he decided to have another race, but on a slightly different route. The rabbit agreed. They started off the race again. This time the rabbit ran too fast till the river bank. He had a big problem. How to solve the problem? In the meanwhile, the turtle came near him, jumped into the river, crossed the river, continued walking, finished the race. Moral of the story is first identify a core competence, then change the playing field to your core competence. This time, the rabbit and the turtle were pretty good friends. So they decided to have the last race, but in a team. They started off the race. First, the rabbit carried the turtle on his back till the river bank. Then the turtle carried the rabbit on his back to cross the river. And continuing this, they finished the race together. Moral of the story is that teamwork gives the best result and satisfaction. Thank you.
Wow, what a twisty tale it was. Now, I would like to call our
Class 4C. Today, my topic is Clean Sweep Ignatius. Ignatius God was appointed Nigeria's Minister of Finance. He promised to end corruption in public life and warned the electorate that no one holding the official position could feel safe unless he led a blameless life. One day, the head of state welcomed Ignatius and asked him to find out how many Nigerians have kept them right in Switzerland. Was it a task to have any chance of success? I would need a special letter of authority signed by you, General, said Ignatius. Ignatius proudly took the authority letter from the president and a pistol from the commander to complete this difficult task. He promised he asked his permanent secretary to book him his wife and their 2 children to the flight of Orlando and to be sure and ensure that it was charged to his personal account. Keeping him in the hotel, Mr. Ignatius traveled to Switzerland. Carrying a better briefcase, Ignatius visited bank to meet the chairman. My head of state has asked me to visit your bank with unusual request. Began. On reading the piece of information, only the chairman lips moved. I have not at the body disclose, sir. Despite his great persuasion, the chairman refuses to make the code of privacy. In the end, the Ignatius places the gun on the head of the chairman. But still, the chairman refuses to pay and tell any information. Ignatius Adalbi, who was extremely corrupt, was only checking if the Swiss bank reveals the name of the account holders. He was happy to say this and invest nearly $5 million, which he has schemed during the period as Minister of Finance. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhavin, for shaping this.
My name is Corina. I'm from class 4A. Today, I'm going to tell a twisted story about Snow White fighting friendly stepmother queen. That's me. Being a stepmother and a queen is hard work when your stepdaughter is spoiled rotten. My stepdaughter is named Snow White. Sure, Snow White has beautiful skin as white as snow, thick lips as red as a spring rose, long flowing hair as black as the night. But she has a temper hotter than fire, especially when she doesn't get her way. But above all, Snow White loves sweet lollipops, gumdrops, lemon tarts, and ice. Snow White would both eat it all as long as it's unhealthy or green, which is why Snow White decided to run away when I eat healthy vegetables run. She threw the plate to the ground and screamed at the top of her lungs. I don't want to eat peas or yucky green leaves. Just give me sweet candy, please. I told her no, because it's a stepmother's job to make sure your stepdaughter eats a balanced and nutritious meal. Snow White ran to the woods where she found a strange cottage filled with strange dwarfs. And just like Snow White, those dwarfs love sweet treats. And Snow White even had the knife to tell them that I was an evil stepmother queen that wanted to poison her with earthly food, which wasn't true. So the dolls told him she could live there with them, which was completely inappropriate for a young princess. What a lovely stepmother queen could do. So I decided to apologize to Snow White and surprise her with a sweet treat that was both healthy and delicious. So I went to the royal garden and picked out the reddest apple from the sweetest apple tree. Then I put on an ugly witch costume so Snow White wouldn't recognize me. I didn't want her to run away before I could say sorry. When I got to the cottage, I saw my little princess dressed in rags sweeping the dusty cottage porch, which was completely inappropriate for a young princess. I told her
little dear, but I have a sweet treat that will make you smile from here. I held out the ruby red apple, and eyes grew big and wide. She grabbed the apple and took a bite so juicy that almost made it quiet. This is sweet as candy, she exclaimed. Suddenly, Snow White fell to the ground with a horrible stomachache. I was so confused, but before I could help my lovely stepdaughter, those annoying dwarves rushed over and called me a wicked witch that poisoned Snow White, which wasn't true. To make things worse, a handsome prince came out of nowhere and saw Snow White drowning in pain. Those annoying dwarves told him what had happened and that I was a full witch. That wasn't true. The prince knelt for Snow White and held her in his arms. I will save you, sweet princess, with a true love's kiss, he whispered. Give me a break, I said. When the prince kissed Snow White, she looked at a giant bird and said, I feel better now. That was the last time I saw Snow White. She married they moved into a beautiful house next to some old lady with a house full made out of candy and gingerbread. Ha! Good luck with that. The moral of the story, there are always two sides of things. Thank you.
Wow, what a lovely story it was. Now, I would like to invite... Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Naveen and I am from class 4B. You all must have heard the tale of Rapunzel. But today, I have twisted the same tale into a funny one. So, hopefully you all laugh. Its name is The Funny Teacher of Rapunzel. So let's begin. Once there was a prince with a horse who travels the kingdom for adventure, of course. One day, he noticed a tower so high and decided to investigate. As he rode by, through the window of that tower, Rapunzel called out, Help! I am in a fix. I have been locked here by an evil witch. If you'll be my hero true, once I'm down, I'll marry you. The prince was very happy to hear this. Yes, he shouted, never fear. I'll rescue you quite soon and then we'll marry. But there was no door around the tower. So the prince asked Rapunzel to let her hair down. Rapunzel immediately did as she was told, letting her hair down for the prince to hold and climb. While the prince was climbing, her hair fell off her head. This was a very funny moment for Rapunzel, when Rapunzel quickly put on her cap. Now, the prince came back, said, I have another idea. Do you need it? Rapunzel said yes. He came back with a big kite. It was so colorful. But when he returned in a flash with the sky, when he started to fly, its idea came to him. So he came back with a big balloon. When he started to fly in the sky with this big balloon, a bird sat on it, took a peck and turned the balloon into a wreck. Finally, the prince thought of a brilliant idea. He said, Oh no, why didn't I thought about it before? Why did I waste so much of time? He bought a ladder, got Rapunzel down, and they married and lived happily ever after. Thank you. Teachers and my dear friends, today I, Garima, am going to share a horror story with you. So get ready to scream because it's my turn. My story's name is The Clown Statue. Many years ago, there lived a father and a mother. They decided they needed a break. So they headed out for a night in the town. They called their most trustworthy babysitter. As she arrived, the children were already fast asleep in bed. So she got to sit around the house and check if it was all okay with the children. Later that night, the babysitter got bored. She decided to watch TV in the basement. So, as she stepped down, the light started flickering. She saw a clown statue. A stroke of thunder brought heavy rain outside. She was very scared. She stepped down and turned on the TV. Then, she was reminded that they did not have any cable connection. Then, she was about to turn the TV off when the TV screen displayed "I'm all hair." She was very nervous and she called up the parents. She asked if she could watch TV in their room. They said, "It's okay, you may watch TV in our room." But the babysitter had one final request. She asked if she could cover the clown statue with a cloth or a blanket because it frightened her. The phone line went silent for a moment. The father talking on the phone said, "Take the children and get out of the house. I will call the police. We don't have any clown statue." As the police arrived, they saw all the three of them missing and blood dripping all over the house. Within 10 minutes of the call, no clown statue was found. Thank you.
Oh my God! I think that I would have a horrible nightmare tonight.
Isha from class 50, Cedar House. Today I'm going to narrate a horror fiction named Hide and Seek. So, this is a story about two young brothers that were home alone in the apartment. While their parents visited the next door neighbors for a while. The good boys said their parents before leaving the house. To keep themselves occupied, the boys decided to play a game of hide and seek. The elder brother turned his face to the wall and started counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. While he was counting, he could hear his little brother's feet scrapping around while he was finding a place to hide. "Ready or not, I'm coming," cried the elder brother, and off he went to find his younger brother. He looked in all the usual places, behind the sofa, in the bathroom, behind the shower curtains, and even under the bed. But he could not find him. The apartment was eerily silent. Then he heard a scrapping sound from the wardrobe. He was sure he had looked there, but he went anyway. He opened the door of the wardrobe and tried to peer behind the walls filled with dresses and coats. He bent down, but he did not see any feet standing there. While he was rising up, he put his hand on the mark of the clothes to feel for his little brother. But then a small icy hand came and grabbed his wrist and tried to pull him into the closet. While he was being pulled into the closet, he heard a noise behind him. He looked over his shoulder and saw his little brother. "Couldn't you find me?" asked the boy. The elder brother screams in fright and desperately tries to be free from the grip of the hand. The younger brother grabs him and together they manage to pull free. They both run screaming from the apartment. Nobody knows what would have happened if the hand had managed to pull the boy in. Do you?
Oh my God, that was the first
Hello everyone, myself Manandeep Singh is going to share with you my encounter with skeleton. It was a dark, thundery and stormy day. Sky was overcasted with dark grey clouds. Wind was blowing violently and making scary sounds. There was lightning and thunder roared all around. It's such a scary weather. I was going to science lab. While walking through the corridor, terrible sounds were coming from all around. Anyhow, I reached the science lab. Then, suddenly, something terrible happened. I felt a touch on my shoulders. I was frozen in terror. I moved my head. And friends, can you believe what I saw? A spooky, scary hands on my shoulders. I pulled the hands off my shoulder and threw it on the ground. I closed my eyes in terror and heard a sound. Don't be scared, my friend. Don't be scared. I am your friend. I slowly opened my eyes. And friends, can you believe what I saw? A skeleton in front of me, dancing and singing like this. I am a skeleton. I am a skeleton with bony body, with bony head, with bony hands and feet, with bony hands and feet, bony, 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 nothing in between, nothing in between. Don't worry, I am your friend. Don't be in hurry. Please be my friend. Please be my friend. Wow, I really liked it. A skeleton in front of me, dancing and singing. From that day, my fear for skeleton vanished. And now, me and skeleton are good friends. Right, Mr. Skeleton? Right, my friend. Right. Would you people like to be my friend? Yes or no? I will meet you soon. Till then, bye-bye and good afternoon. Thank you.
Whoa, I feel chilly now. Now, I would like to call Daluri from class 5D.
Babysitter and the clown statue. I'm Daluri from class 5D. A girl babysat for a wealthy family one night. The wealthy family had a large house with many rooms. It was filled with lots and lots of artifacts and old ornaments from all over the world. As the parents were leaving to go, the father told the girl that once the kids asleep, she must go down to the basement, watch TV there, and not to go wandering around the house. The girl went to the basement to watch TV. However, she could not concentrate on her show because there was a life-size clown statue grinning at her. So, she decided to drape a blanket over the clown statue so she could ignore it. After a while, she could not stand looking at the clown statue's oversized feet sticking out from the blanket. So, finally she decided decides to call the father and ask his permission if she could watch TV in another room because she was freaked out by the giant clown statue. Listen very carefully, said the man to the girl. Our children have been complaining us about a clown that comes into their room in the middle of the night. At first, we thought it was just nightmares. We don't own a clown statue. You need to get the kids and get out of the house now. The girl hangs up the phone, turns around to look at the covered clown statue, but all there is a blanket on the floor. Frightened and confused, the babysitter grabbed the kids and ran out of the house. Soon, the parents reached and explained the girl that our next door neighbor had creating problems for us. On numerous occasions, he had entered our house, tried to kidnap our children, and this time he dressed in a clown suit, painted his face, and waited quietly until he could get the opportunity to do what he was here for. The parents had informed the police many times, but never had proof until now about what was happening. They thanked the girl, paid her, and drove her home safely. Thank you.
That gave me goosebumps. Now, our next participant is Angel from class 5A.
I just want to create a horror story of a babysitter and a giant clown. Now just get ready to scream because it's my turn. I'm going to keep control on all of you. Once there was a girl in her teens. She babysat for a wealthy family. They had a large house with many rooms and a dark basement with old and antique stuff. One night, the family were leaving to go out. The father told the girl, as the kids slept, you just go downstairs and watch the TV there. And as the kids slept, she just go downstairs and watch the TV there. Oops! But she couldn't concentrate on her show because there was a giant clown staring at her. She's afraid so much, so she called the father. The father said, "Oh my God, even our children also say that the clown comes in their room at the midnight. We thought it just was a nightmare, but now it's a serious thing. You just go upstairs and see the kids and get up from the house." I called her, and as she got upstairs, she heard a scary sound coming towards her. Talk, and when she turned around, there was a clown. Thank you. My dear friends, today I'm going to tell you about the thirsty stranger. On a beautiful day, Rahul and Isha were playing with a ball in the park. Suddenly, the sky got darker. The kids got scared by the roaring sounds of thunder. The lightning struck, the wind howled. So the kids got scared and ran into their house. Suddenly, Rahul and Isha saw that their ball was moving on its own. So they quickly ran to their house in fear. When they reached their house, they saw that everything was scattered. So they quickly went to their room. When they went to their room, they saw that the stranger was already in their room.
Since Ralph was braver than Isha, he stepped forward and asked, "Who are you?" Then he turned and said, "I am Dracula. I am hungry, hungry for blood. I will drink your blood till I suck your life out of you." So he attacked on Rahul and Isha and stuck his teeth into their skin and drank all the blood. I am still thirsty. Whose blood should I drink? You, or you? Thank you.
Oh my God, I have never heard something more scarier than this. Now, I would like to call Sana from class 5C.
Today, I, Sana Goyal of class 5C, would like to present a story named The First Day of School. Everyone loves the first day of school, right? New year, new classes and new friends. It's the day full of joy and excitement. I like the first day of school for some different reason, though. You can see I have a sort of power. When I look at people, I can sense out a sort of aura around them. A colored outline based on how long that person has to live. Most everyone I see around my age is surrounded by a solid green hue. To me, a car crash or some other tragedy. Anything that takes people before their time, as they say. But the real fun is when the auras venture into red end of spectrum. Those are the people who are murdered or killed themselves. It's such a rush to see them and know their time is numbered. Keeping this in mind, I get to the class very early so that I can scout out my classmates' fates. The first kid who walked in had a red radiating glow. I chuckled to myself, too damn bad bro. But as people kept walking in, they had the same intense glow. Suddenly, I saw a rose-tinted glow in the window, but I was too stunned to move. Our teacher has entered the room and locked the door. His aura, a sickening shade of green. This meant that he would die in 5 minutes. I was continuously watching the clock. As soon after 4 minutes, he opened the window. As soon as he did that, a bullet came in and shot a professor. Then a ghost came up, picked the body and buried it. Then it came into our class and asked, "Ha ha 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 ha! Who has killed my body? I will surely kill him." We all were scared. I replied, "Someone from outside has killed your body, sir." He said, "Okay, I will kill him myself." He went out through the window and we suddenly heard a sound. We looked out from the window and our principal sir has died. Now the first day of school is the worst day of school. Suddenly we heard a sound. We talked to each other. Did you hear that? The ghost entered our room and asked, "Ha ha 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 ha! I am hungry! Come in, friend who wants to be eaten the first! Ha 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 ha! Thank you! I hope you all enjoyed the story."
That was one spooky story. Our next
Teachers and my dear friends, my name is Gurmeher Singh. I am from class 5th C. The name of my story is Mac and a Bazooka. There was a boy named Mac who lived with his parents in America. During his holidays, he went to his grandparents in Japan.
One day in the afternoon, when he was laying on the green grass in the garden, he heard a scary sound. Pooh, pooh, pooh. He was scared. He looked in the direction of the sound and saw a straw hat at the height of 12 feet. Suddenly, it vanished. He wondered that how can there be a lady as it was 12 feet tall. In the evening, he shared his experience with his grandparents. Initially, they were not bothered, but when he told about the sound, they were scared. His grandfather made some phone calls and went outside. His grandmother explained that they have heard about an evil spirit named Abasuka, which is 12 feet high, and selects a child, and that child vanishes. She told that perhaps he is selected by Abasuka. Soon his grandfather came back with a priest who told him to stay in his room with doors and windows closed. He also gave him a scroll to chant the sermons. Initially, he switched on the TV and was not frightened. Around 2 a.m., he heard a sound. Po, po, po. He was scared. He started chanting prayers. Around 4 a.m., the sound died. When he woke up in the morning, he went downstairs and saw his parents had arrived to take him back home. It was not so easy to deceive Abasuka. So, a special van was arranged for him, in which a priest sat beside him and chanted prayers. At one point, he again heard the sound. Po, po, po. Finally, he reached the airport and went back home. Many years passed, but he never went back to Japan. One day, his grandmother called him and said that he should arrive her. He asked that is it safe now? She said, 10 years have passed, it doesn't matter anymore. At that very point, he again heard the sound. Po, 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 po. Thank you.
How are you all? You are making such noise. Can you be very quiet? All of you. Sit silently, all of you, so that I can see you and I can talk to you. Finger on your mouth. Yes. Children, I really appreciate the way you presented all these stories. I'm so glad that you spoke very well. So big cheers, big round of applause for all of you. And you know, for me, you all are winners. You all are the winners. Okay? Don't feel that I didn't get any position. Don't even feel sad. I can see small children who are very sad. Don't be sad. And you know, how can we improve our storytelling? Do you know the way? You don't know? You want to know? How can we improve? How can we get success? the only thing how can we improve our reading and storytelling is the reading. Read lots of books. Okay, this is the only way out. If you will read lots of books and make habit of reading every day. Okay, not only one day that I am reading on Saturday and Sunday. No, read every day, and then one day you will become a very good storyteller. Okay, and you will be on the stage. Yes. Yes. So children, so from today onwards, you will do what you will follow. You will read lots of books. Okay? Thank you children. Thank you so much.